Hello guys, Crispy here, welcome back to another video. In this one, my friends, we're gonna be testing a GeForce GTX 970 in Sons of the Forest. Who are those guys? What the heck? So we're running it with the latest Nvidia drivers as usual, and I'm not manually overclocking it. You can see all of its specs right here in Tech Power-Ups GPU Z, and over on the left, we're pairing it with a Ryzen 7 5800X3D and 32 gigabytes of RAM to avoid CPU bottlenecks or any other bottlenecks in the system. Hi, what's up? What are you guys doing here? I'm just chilling, you know, by my camera. Oh, what do you do? All right, we're playing this at 1080p resolution first, using the lowest settings possible, including the lowest texture resolution here on 8th, and I'm just gonna disable screen space reflections as well. Here we go. This is not that good, you know. I honestly thought the GTX 970 would do a little bit better than this. Can you guys go, please? Oh, no, stop! Stop attacking Kelvin, dude! What the heck? See what happens, boy? You should not be here. Now, go tell your tribe that I am the king of this island. What are you doing, Kelvin? He's running towards the water. Okay, anyway. All right, Kelvin, everything is fine. Go pick up some rocks and entertain yourself, all right? Oh, what the? That's a fat seagull. What the hell? Oh my god, that's the fattest one. Oh, there are some fish here. Can we hunt the fish with the axe, please? Thank you. Yes, we can. And we can eat the fish like this. Why head first? Why? That's so weird, bro. What the heck? Okay. Anyway, let's venture into the forest, finally. Which is what this game is all about, obviously. And inside of the forest, you can expect around 30-something frames per second. Some stutters will happen inevitably whenever it needs to load in something. Actually, as I was killing those guys, you can't really see it because YouTube will demonetize me if I show you what happened. But as their arms were coming off, in their own, obviously, I just stood there watching. It actually had a couple of major stutters, so there's that, guys. Those will happen from time to time. The thing is, if you play it for around like 10 minutes, walk around, do things, it will get a little bit smoother because it won't really need to load things again. It's so beautiful, my friend. Like, not only the game is beautiful in terms of graphics, not on the ultra low settings though, but it is beautiful at like ultra, for example. It has some beautiful sounds and the atmosphere is great as well. I like it, guys. I like it very much. And honestly, I've been having a lot of fun in these videos in Sons of the Forest, so I will keep making them. And we should probably like build a bigger house, because that isn't even a house, right? And grab a companion, a 3-legged one. That would come in handy, I think. But you know what? I'm a little bit surprised that it's not dropping too much with all of these bushes around us inside of the forest. Oh my god, that's... What the hell is that? It's terrible. We also have some FSR 1.0 in this game. If you prefer the 60 FPS experience, you might want to do this, enable it, target 60 FPS. But it looks really bad, as you can see, and for some reason it's going above 60 FPS. Like, if I target 60, I want 60 with the best visual fidelity possible, not 70 with worse visuals. So yeah, now it's doing a good job at least. It still drops though, so you can't really get 60 plus all of the time with GTX 970, unfortunately. The thing is, if you do have this card, you probably also have a low-end or older CPU at least, and it will end up bottlenecking the card here, because this game is just ultra CPU bound, basically. If you don't have a top-of-the-line CPU, you will likely be CPU bottlenecked, and that's terrible, obviously, but hey, they're still in early access. They still need to take care of some performance issues. Oh boy, I need my axe. Come on, come on, I need to bind my axe as well. Like, what the heck? I click 1, 2, 3. Stop it! What are you doing? You can't taste me. Goddamn bastards, man. But yeah, the visual fidelity is kind of bad using FSR, and it's a little bit more stable, but I wouldn't do this. I prefer the native resolution, honestly. Should we test lower resolutions. Like, is there a point in doing that? This is a single-player game. It doesn't really matter if it drops from 60, in my opinion. At least I wouldn't really mind it. But you know what? Let's do it, okay? 720p. Here we go. Still ultra-low settings, everything, minimum. VRAM is very up there for 720p, by the way. 3.5 gigs, 3.6. This game eats VRAM as well as RAM for breakfast, as well as CPU cores. Like, you can see the CPU utilization probably going up to like 60%. I've seen it go up to like 80 or 90% previously with the 5800X3D. Look at that, 84%. They still need to work a lot in the performance department, guys. GPU-wise, it's fine. Honestly, I thought the 970 would do a little bit better, but it's okay. I was just double-checking to see if FSR was disabled, because it looks terrible. Yeah, I don't really do much here in these forest videos. Just walk around, see the FPS and stuff, and we should probably start focusing more in the gameplay aspect of it, not only FPS. But, you know, this is my thing. I love FPS and graphics cards. So much so that I couldn't stay away from grabbing some deals on graphics cards when I went on vacation. Like, it's a disease. It's unhealthy for me. Oh, look at this. The FPS here can go up to 100 almost. And we're getting 69 on average. That's pretty good, actually. All right. The thing is, 720p kind of looks really bad in this game. So I wouldn't do this. Again, I prefer the 1080p resolution experience native, and that's way better. Oh, there's the lady. Wait a second, let me put this away. She might like some vodka. But I can only combine this. Can I drink it? No, why? Why can't I drink the vodka? Lady, come over here. Can I talk to you, please? I'm just standing still. I'm not gonna do anything this time around. Not moving. Okay, to not scare her off, because I really want her to be our friend. You know, who doesn't like a female three-legged friend? Also, how does it work? Does she also have to... Because three-legged... No, let's not go there, okay? Do not be scared, lady. She got scared because of the fat seagull, man. Let's stop it there. Even at 720p, it doesn't get 60 plus all of the time. You actually gotta go down to like, what, 800 by 600 probably. And I don't recommend this, guys. Oh, it's still dropping. Are you serious? This is 800 by 600. It's still getting 60 to 70 FPS, and I saw 50 something. But yeah, I'm really surprised that it's getting these FPS at 800 by 600. Like, this is a GTX 970, 640 by 480, barely any improvement whatsoever. What the heck, bro? I'm starting to think that we are bandwidth limited or maybe VRAM limited. That could be a possibility. Remember, this GPU has 4 gigabytes of VRAM, but 0.5 gigabytes out of the 4 are actually slower VRAM. So that could be what's happening. It's creeping into that slower VRAM and just lowering our performance like crazy. And it doesn't really matter whether you're playing at 640 by 480 or 720p or 1080p. The FPS will end up being quite similar. For curiosity's sake, since it doesn't really matter too much, can we do 1440p? No, at 1440... the actual GPU itself starts struggling a lot. Even at 1080p, it was already struggling a lot. I guess it's like 720p and lower where we see kind of similar results overall. But hey, it's a 970 at 1440p, and it's still getting around 30 frames per second. I mean, with an overclock, and this model at least can certainly overclock a lot. I OC'd it to 1.5 gigahertz, I think. 1.520 or something like that. And it was stable, and it provided a good bump in performance. It's running at 1.316 right now, gigahertz. Not sure why I'm talking about gigahertz instead of megahertz, because everybody talks about megahertz on GPUs, but yeah. I mean, if you don't overclock like most people want, it's not worth playing at 1440p, obviously, with a GTX 970. So I'm gonna go back to 1080p and play with like the medium settings. The low settings are quite similar to the ultra low settings, by the way. So I really want to see medium now. And I'm gonna bump up the texture resolution just a little bit, okay? Not gonna do full res, but I want the game to look better here on medium. Also, I'm gonna restart to make sure that everything applies. Alright guys, so I didn't save the game. I always forget about that. So we lost our beautiful rock collection that Calvin got for us. I'm so very sorry. I really gotta get used to saving the game every once in a while. Anyways, medium settings seem to be quite a bit intensive for the little GTX 970. They look way better than ultra low for sure, as you can see. But yeah, it's dropping way too much, I think. I think it might end up getting like 20-something FPS at times, which is not ideal, definitely. Look at that, 28, 29. Yeah, I don't like that. Damn it, man. Fog quality. I'm gonna set that to low. I don't care about the fog. Off. Yeah, let's turn off the freaking fog, actually. That's better. Shadow quality, that makes a huge difference with all of the vegetation. Clouds, I couldn't care less about freaking clouds. I didn't even notice there were clouds in this one. The grass, we want it on medium. Water, let's do low. No, let's do medium. Where is medium? Water, what? So water on low, then. Parallax distance. Texture resolution, let's do quarter instead of half. That could be also why it's getting so low performance, because the VRAM is at 4 gigs there. No, let's do 8. This was disabled previously, so I'm gonna set it to low instead of disabled now. Medium draw distance, because the pop-in was very visible with the ultra-low settings. And I think this is a good compromise of settings, isn't it? I'm also going to enable the screen space reflection here, which looks a bit better at the same time. And okay, we definitely gained a few FPS. Oh no, those textures look awful. We need better textures, guys. You do want better visual fidelity if you're not playing on ultra low, right? So, okay. Oh boy, this is kind of bad. All right, I'm going to roll with this. Let's just restart and apply things. No, okay, 40 FPS is all right. I will take it. It looks way, but who the heck is that guy? It's the other one again, isn't it? It's not Kelvin. I'm gonna start counting the frames, guys. I'm scared a little bit, honestly. No, wait a second. Who the heck are you? It's a lady with a green dress. What are you doing? It's a cannibal, of course. Like, hi. I'm not gonna do anything bad to you unless you do anything bad to me, okay? I'm just here seeing the FPS. I'm as scared as you are, honestly. The only reason I am approaching you is because I have an axe. Otherwise, I'd be running the other direction, okay? It's fine, lady. It's... Go... No, stop screaming. I'm not doing anything, okay? Let's go. So instead of getting lower 30s and high 20s here, we are getting near 40 FPS. And the graphics are looking quite good. Way better than what we saw previously, right? This is probably the way to go with the GTX 970. Keep it at 1080p for that crispy sharpness look, you know. Texture resolution, whatever I said it, maybe half, I don't remember, quarter, what was it? I don't know. The VRAM is maxed out though. And play like this, because it's stable, it's not stuttery, as you can see, or at least it's not more stuttery than it was before. Of course, when we need to render in new things, new objects into the memory, it will have a big stutter, but it always does, even on my 4080. And yeah, it's 40-something FPS on average. Why do I need to put my axe away to drink water? Can't you just go down there? That would be great, you know? That would be very, very good. Where's Kelvin, by the way? I haven't seen that guy. Well, can you go get rocks and drop here then? I mean, this is not a very good place to drop rocks at, but... yeah, let's confuse the cannibals, alright? I mean, there's not much else to it. You're not gonna see huge fluctuations in FPS. Some people told me that in the mountains, near snowy areas, it actually drops a little bit further, so it could drop into the 20s there, since it's already dropping into the 30s. So keep an eye out for those drops, you know. I'm not really sure where the snowy part of the map is, but from the game's name itself, I guess 90% of the game should be forest related, and it's gonna run fine here. It's not super solid, but it's fine. It's okay. It's way better than low settings or ultra low settings. So definitely play with these settings with your GTX 970. I think it's pretty solid. Look at that. Going up into the 50s at times in less intensive areas as well. Looking back, dropping into the 30s. It's never gonna run very smoothly. You saw that. Even at 720p it dropped. So might as well make it look pretty and enjoy the visuals. That's been it, my friends. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And now I gotta run back all the way to save the game, actually. I'll catch you in the next one very soon. Love you all. Bye-bye.